Hello, everybody. This is a Hollywood Connection segment special with one of our beauty queen reporters from Hollywood, Florida. So she's our Miss Hollywood, Florida reporter, and you are into a show of inspiration and just refreshing. So welcome, Dedra. This is your half hour with me. Are you there?
Yes, thank you. So excited for tonight's show.
Oh, we are too. So let's kick it off and let's go into your first. I know that you sent me the breakdown and my engineer has it as well. And tell us what we're going to be talking about on this half hour.
So tonight, I just wanted to talk about gratitude. Thanksgiving is next week, and I think it's so cool that at the end of the year is Thanksgiving. And it's such a good way to just reflect on the year, reflect on all the things you've been through, the things that have grown you, made you a better person, this new experience, and just to really just reflect on what you're grateful for and what you're thankful for. And it's cool that it's a day that it's all about thankfulness, but really I think gratitude should be every day, every part of our day, every single day of our lives. We should have an attitude of gratitude. And I really just been focusing on that month and looking at what I'm thankful for. And I got the definition of gratitude, and it says, gratitude is the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. And I just love in the definition, it says readiness, like you're ready to be thankful. And I was listening to a sermon today, and he was saying to see the new thing in the old thing, and kind of just saying, see what is different about something that's been the same. Maybe you're still at the same job, or you're still in the same season that you wish you were out of, or maybe you're hoping for something else, but instead of kind of complaining or wishing you had that other thing, just to look at what you have in the moment and be thankful for that, and it changes your whole perspective on what you already have.
Beautiful, beautiful words of wisdom from Dedra. I love it.
Yeah, so I researched gratitude a little bit, and I found on happierhuman.com there's actually benefits to gratitude, and it breaks it down into 4 or 5 different categories. And there's emotional, social, health, career, and your personality. And just overall, being grateful puts you in a positive state of mind. And I can say a personal story. There was a time a few years ago, I was living in another state. I was away from everything I knew, from my friends, from my family, and I was going to a school. And I just remember feeling so alone, so kind of just depressed, and just to myself, and not really meeting people where I was. And it hit me. I think I had a devotional or something that talked about positivity. And I just realized how negative I've been being and how negative I've probably been for a few years, just within the battle of my own mind. And once I made a choice to think positive, I saw everything in a brand new light. And so this really is, it's psychological. It helps you to think differently. And even the Word of God says, meditate on what's lovely, what's pure, what's admirable. And it says that for a reason, because it helps us in our everyday life. And so benefits of gratitude in the 5 categories, it breaks it down. You can see this up. If you go to happierhuman.com/benefits of gratitude, you'll see the diagram that they have. So if you stay in the emotional category, you're going to have more good feelings. You're going to be more relaxed, more resilient, less envious, and happier memories. So your emotional aspect of yourself gets better when you're in the state of gratitude. You really become more relaxed, more resilient. You have happier memories, and it says you become less envious. A lot of the times when we're envious of people or jealous of other people, because we're not grateful for what we have. We're seeing what they have, and we're not looking at our own self. And then social, if you get into the social category, you become more social when you have gratitude. You have a healthier marriage if you're married. You're kinder. You have more friendships. You have deeper relationships. And I'm sure all of us can relate to that. Like socially, you're better when you're kind of negative and you're not happy. It's very hard to be around people. Misery loves company, so it's very easy to bring other people down with you. But if you've ever been around a person who's absolutely joyful, they're laughing all the time, they're so silly, you can't help but just to laugh with them because they're enjoying their life, and that really is showing that they're grateful. They're grateful in that they're living in the moment, they're social with people around them, and it attracts people to you. I'm super attracted to people who are laughing all the time, who are so happy. I want to be around that because I want to be more of that, and I want that to influence me, and it definitely uplifts me when I'm in a good mood and I can share my good mood with other people. And then definitely in the career bubble, being grateful definitely helps you in better management. There's improved networking skills. You have goal achievement. You have increased productivity, and you have improved decision making. So when you're in an attitude of gratitude, your everyday job gets better. If we all wake up to work, or all wake up and say, oh, I don't want to go to work today, I don't like my coworkers, I don't like my boss, and of course you're not going to have a great day because you already put it all down. But if you wake up, you said, you know what, thank God I have a job, I'm going to go to it, I'm going to work really hard because everything I do matters. So me being in this position matters, and this company is trusting me for whatever job that you're doing. People are trusting you. People are waiting on your obedience and waiting for you to be the leader and be an example to the other coworkers. So when you're grateful, going to work is 10 times better. And then you get to another bubble, it's health. When you're grateful, you have improved sleep, you're less sick, you have longevity in your health, you have increased energy, and you have more ability to exercise. So your health definitely takes a toll. Mentally, what you think in your mind definitely affects your body. There's definitely studies proven for that. You're definitely just being grateful for the health that God has given you and taking care of yourself and being grateful that you're able to have the things that you need to take care of yourself definitely will improve your health. And then lastly, the last bubble is your personality. You're less materialistic when you're grateful. You're less self-centered. You're way more optimistic. You have increased self-esteem, and it says you're more spiritual. Definitely, you can tell in someone's personality if they're grateful or not. They're not complaining. They're not whining. They're not gossiping. There's so many benefits to gratitude, and these are just 5 different categories that it definitely affects every part of your life, and these are definitely the 5 major categories. And all of these categories in the middle of this diagram is the word happiness. So all these categories working together, it's increased happiness.
You know, Dedra, I want to say, keep preaching, Dedra. It's awesome. Wow, I'm just in awe. I love it. Thank you. Keep going.
Yeah, so now I want to go obviously to the Word of God. We're going to talk about, or we're going to read some verses from the psalmist. I absolutely love the psalmist. I think that they have a way of praising God, and the way that they talk in Psalms is the way, like it teaches us how to think about God and how to give praise and how to, I guess, for me, it shows me how I should talk about God. So I'll just go through some verses. 105, 1-3 says, give praise to the Lord, proclaim his name, make known among the nations what he has done. Sing to him, sing praise to him, tell of all his wonderful acts. Glory in his holy name. Let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice. Psalm 116:17 says, I will sacrifice a thank offering to you and call on the name of the Lord. Psalm 95, 1-2 says, come, let us sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before him with thanksgiving and extol him with music and song. Psalm 34, 1-3 says, I will extol the Lord at all times. His praise will always be on my lips. I will glory in the Lord. Let the afflicted hear and rejoice. Glorify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. And the last psalm says, Psalm 7:17 says, I will give thanks to the Lord because of his righteousness. I will sing the name of the Lord Most High. And there's so many more verses about thankfulness, but I just find it interesting how the psalmists talk this way. I feel like if more of us talk this way, we could have a better relationship with the Lord, and we can have better joy and better understanding. And I'll read some quotes that people have said about thankfulness. A quote by Henry Frederick Amiel. He says, thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude. Gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. Thankfulness may consist merely of words. Gratitude is shown in acts. So definitely you can see that somebody is grateful by the way that they act and definitely the way they talk. Willie Nelson says, when I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. And I definitely can account to that. Definitely when I started being positive, everything changed. Eileen Hattie says, gratitude helps you to grow and expand. Gratitude brings joy and laughter into your life and into the lives of all those around you. Thornton Wilder, he says, we can only be said to be alive in those moments when our hearts are conscious of our treasures. G.K. Chesterton says, when it comes to life, the critical thing is whether you take things for granted or take them with gratitude. And lastly, Roy T. Bennett says, be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. If you aren't grateful for what you already have, what makes you think you will be happy with more? And I got all these quotes from Shutterfly.com. And just to share a personal story, this past week, my family and I went to Texas. We were at a Pastors in Ministry conference, and it was absolutely an amazing conference. I laughed so much. I ate a lot of good food. I had the best time with my family. That whole entire trip, I was incredibly grateful. It was the most incredible experience, and it's an experience that I'll never forget. And I came home. The plane rides were great. Everything went great. And I was in an extreme attitude of gratitude. I opened my front door, and my house is flooded. Oh, no. Like, I kid you not. And I'm like, what is that? And I go to my bathroom. The toilet is overflowed. The sink is overflowed. And the whole front living room is flooded with water. And I remember being in complete peace because I just spent a whole week with the Lord. And I'm like, this is nothing. This will be fine. We'll just get everything we need to get done. We'll call the plumbers or the guys to come soak up all the water, and it'll be fine. And I can't imagine if I wasn't in an attitude of gratitude, what would my reaction have been to that? Because I'm sure most people would come home pretty upset, pretty mad, and who knows how long that was like that. But I was just very calm, and I was just incredibly peaceful because I knew that God had it. God got this. The people came, and everything turned out fine. But what I found interesting was the water didn't completely flood our kitchen or our front door. It kind of split down the middle to go towards our kitchen, and our rug that we had in our kitchen, in our dining room, and in our living room, our rugs completely soaked up the water, and it was like the water split down the middle. And I just thought about that. How does that even happen? I don't even know how any of this happened, but I was just so thankful and grateful that it could have been a lot worse, and it wasn't. And I just want to share this one video that I did. It was an interview that I did, and he's an actor who has a tragic story. He's been shot. He's been through all kinds of things, and he went to a local acting agency here called Famous Faces. He's a part of that, and they help him. So you can go ahead and play that video of his tragic experience, but how he's so grateful to be alive and how that's changed him.
Dedra, I'm so proud of you. Tell everybody your age.
26. I just turned 26.
And she's a Hollywood entertainment reporter with Hollywood Connections. Not just a Hollywood reporter. She's a beauty queen Hollywood reporter. We'll be right back. And Vaughn, we're going to go to that clip of Dedra's. And I hope you're enjoying the Dedra special with Hollywood Connections, chatting with Dedra. And we'll be right back.
Hey, it's Dedra Veronica reporting for Hollywood Connections with Donnice on 106.1 FM The Heat. Here I'm at Famous Faces again with Joey DeSoma. You're one of the talent here. How are you today?
I'm excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
And so we were just talking before, and you have a very inspirational story. Would you like to share with us a little bit?
Yeah. For the actors out there, first things first, rejection. You're going to have a ton of it. You're going to have a lot of it. It's hard. You can't let it get you down. Every no you hear gets you closer to the sound of yes. Some roads are harder than others. Me, myself, some of the things that might inspire you a little bit are, I overdosed when I was a young child, almost died. I was about 4 years old. I was in a car accident that flipped 8 times. They had to pry the roof open for us. I was actually held at gunpoint and shot in my back, and the bullet exited my chest. And just recently, I had just got out of a coma. I was in a hospital for 5 months, had to learn how to walk all over again, and it's not stopping me from acting. So whatever's stopping you, don't let it, because you're going to get your dream. Just keep moving forward.
So what would you say is the most exciting part of acting? Like, what keeps pushing you forward to do it?
I want to leave lasting memories in people's minds. There's movies that hit me in my heart that I used to watch with my, late mother, that bring me back to being a child, and it makes me feel like I'm sitting there drinking Yoo-hoo as a toddler, And I want to instill that in people's memories. I want them to look back on my movies and bring them to a good place.
Great. Is there like a dream movie that you have that you'd like to be a part of?
Maybe one day I'll be able to play myself in a movie, and maybe the things that I've been through. But I'm up for a challenge. Any kind of acting that comes along, I'll do my best.
That's awesome. You're definitely inspiring others, and good luck to you in your career.
Thank you very much. And I couldn't do it without Famous Faces. Yeah. They're like a family to me. They book me shows. When I came here, they didn't ask for any money. All that they did were brutally honest with me, and I appreciated that. Nobody wants to be filled up with dreams and dreams. They were completely honest, and they had a booking for me my first week. I'm not saying that would happen for everybody, but my first week I did get one.
That's incredible. Is there social media that we could follow you at?
Yeah, you could follow me on, it's just Joey DeSoma on Facebook. That's the only one for now.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. Nice meeting you.
You too. Back to you, Don, in the studio.
I am in the studio, and Dedra, you know that we have Famous Faces as an agency under Hollywood Connections special and under Hollywood Connections, and you went over to meet with them. How did that interview go with you and Donna?
It was great. Yeah, I have that on my YouTube channel also. She was really nice to talk to. I actually met her years ago when I was younger, so I am in their system. So, yeah, it was nice to go there in their new location, and it actually got me to meet Amy Barbera, and I had a really awesome interview with her, so it was a really cool experience.
Well, Dedra, you're bringing God to the airwaves, and that was my dream and more of my passion, to get you and other reporters to really get people, we're on this earth to bring them to Jesus. And you are doing that with your half-hour show. And I just want to give you all the glory and honor, to give God the glory and honor. And for you, what you're doing is amazing. So I want to thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes. And what was your I know you have another verse, and you want to talk about the ending?
Yeah, just one last verse. 1 Thessalonians 5:16-18 says, "Rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." How specifically it says God's will for you. Literally, God's will for us is to rejoice always, pray continually, and give thanks in all circumstances. So thankfulness is not just a thing, it's literally God's will. for us. And so, yeah, just continue to have an attitude of gratitude, have an awesome Thanksgiving, and just reflect on everything that God's done this year and thank Him for everything.
That's true, Dedra. We still have a few more minutes with you yet. I want to say, when you give God all the glory and honor in your life, watch things happen. And you are doing that, and you are shining brightly, and you're getting out there. We have so many fun events for you to set up that are coming around the corner. So we're really excited about the holidays for you as well.
Yes, definitely. I definitely want to get back out there. I haven't been out there in a few months. So I want to get back out doing interviews and do events. That's definitely my favorite things to do.
Well, guess what? We were just invited by Al for the 100 Business Women's event. You're going to be there with me in Miami in March. So we have a ton of interviews coming up for that. And then we have so many other things that I'm sending you here that people are saying, I'm in Fort Lauderdale. I'm like, I got a reporter there. So
awesome.
Yeah. So give everybody your social media, your YouTube, where they can find all these amazing interviews with Dedra.
Yes, you can go to youtube.com/Dedra Veronica, Dedra, and the word Veronica, Veronica. And I also have a website, DedraVeronica.com. You can email me also, DedraVeronica@gmail.com.
That's right. And you also are one of the Beauty Queen reporters that we have. How is it being a reporter with a title?
It's awesome. It's a lot of responsibility. It's definitely a new thing and a new season for me, and I really saw how much responsibility it was when I was at the International Christian Film Festival. So many people just look at you and stare at you and so curious to see what your title is about, and it's such a conversation starter. People will see your title and just ask you, what is that? Who are we? It's like, who are you? And it's just nice to get to know people and tell them about what you're doing.
That's right. And
so
I know we have a few minutes left. Tell us about your mom's book. Let's pitch that on the air.
Yeah, so it's Prayers for Believers by Jacqueline McIntosh. You can get it on Amazon.com. She just compiled a whole bunch of different prayers into a book. And it's not just for any people who believe. It's just anyone who wants to learn how to pray or maybe needs some help with their prayers. So Amazon.com, Prayers for Believers by Jacqueline McIntosh.
Beautiful. Well, I don't know, Dedra, I know we still have a few more minutes, and if you're interested in getting into the schools down there and speaking to the children, you can see what I've been doing with Hollywood Connections. I have another teach-in day on Thursday, and I will help you with that, and you can wear your sash and crown and motivate them as a reporter, and it might be kind of fun for you.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I know. They will love you. And I know our audience and our fans and everybody loves you as well. And we're so excited. And I really want people to go to your YouTube channel. Not just go there. Please subscribe to her YouTube channel as well, which would be great. And any other last words, Dedra, that you have that you'd like to tell the world?
I just want to say, 2020 is coming up. And I think that every year is just a good time to continue to grow into the person that you want to be. I know God has set new dreams in my heart, and I'm just very excited every day to just wake up and live. So if you're struggling out there, know that you're not alone and you have a purpose. If you're still alive, you still have things to do. So I just get really excited when there's a new month, a new year, and I just think that I said, this whole show, the attitude of gratitude really changes everything. So if we just stay in that attitude of gratitude, a lot of things will get better for us.
That's true. And where do you see yourself in a couple of years? Where do you want to be? What would you like to do that you haven't done?
I definitely want to own a business or be in a movie or a TV series. Or be a part of a church or do youth ministry. There's a lot of things I like to do or want to do, but definitely own my own business and definitely still be in the entertainment you.
Well, we have more casting directors and agents in South Florida for you to go interview on your time. I know you have another job as well, so we'll make sure that happens. Just give me some information of your free time, and then I will set up some interviews. I know maybe Ellen Jacoby would be a great interview. She's coming here for a big event November 14th. So let's get her on the air with you, and then we have other people. So I'll call your mom afterwards.
Awesome. That sounds great.
Sounds good, Dedra. We love you so much, and I miss you. Me and Chrissy are going to take a road trip down there pretty soon. We've got to see the new agency with Famous Faces. We have so many friends, and we just want to thank you so much for being on the air with Hollywood Connection Special. This is what I do with my reporters. It just gave me the chills. I have a nice and warm little coat on, and I just love making their dreams come true. I'm Dawn Reese, your fairy godmother, but remember, give God all the glory and honor in your life and watch things happen. We love you, Dedra.